Thanks so much. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Thank you. You too. Thank you so much. You can this even make it more explainable. We can see what God is saying. He said to those who we have ripped off. Some people will tell you, "Oh, don't worry, I play smart." It's not about smartness. You ripped somebody off. You deceived someone to make money. Somebody wanted to buy things from you. You now said, "I bought this is expensive now in the market. Oh, things are expensive now in the market. They are selling it 5,000. So I'm only making $50 out of it." You deceived. That person actually believe you. Probably because you are a sister. He trusted you that you won't lie. So he said, instead of me leaving her and go somewhere else to go and price it, at that point in time, you don't know what she's passing through. Probably because she may not even be able to cater for that need because she needed that stuff urgently. And she is now reposing that confidence in you as a sister. She wouldn't lie. But I need this thing. He said it's expensive. If I have to live here now somewhere, I may likely be incurring more cost. Let me buy it. That is making money by deception. We are making money and God is saying in that James that the cry of those you have ripped off, he has heard their cry. He was now laying curses on the riches. He addressed those who have made money from such stupendous method. So we have to be careful in our ways of making money so that we don't serve what? We don't serve mammon. We cannot deceive. God cannot be mocked. God cannot be deceived. He seeth your heart. He knew what you are about to do even before you do it. He knew you are about to cheat. Now, what else does he command us to do with our God-given wealth? He said, do not cheat others. We've read that. Don't let wealth derail your faith. That is why we're giving the commandment that you may be serving mammon instead of serving God. That you have to be mindful. That's 1 Timothy 16. 1 Timothy 16. If you can see 1 Timothy 16, we can quickly take it. Don't let your words derail your faith. Then also, he said, take care of the poor. We've heard about that. He will give it to the poor, lending unto me. That is in the book of Proverbs, chapter 21, verse 13. We can take note of that. You're reading 1 Timothy? Okay. Yeah, 16. Mm-hmm. Money. Thank you. We can see that it's very explanatory. The more you want to make money at times, you want to. Some people will not even want to come to church. That we have to be mindful of that. I do tell people, I said, the church is not just the building itself, fine. But do you commune with God? There are some who go to church who go to work on Sunday. It doesn't mean they are not serving God. But do they also give time on some other days to serve God? I may be having a fixed day for Sunday. But do I also tell God, because of this job now, my Sunday is fixed. But I want to serve you wholeheartedly on Wednesday. How often do we commune with God? It's not coming. Some come to church on Sunday, they don't gain anything. Their heart is somewhere else. So not being in church is not what we're talking about. When you are coming to serve, no, you are coming to do what? To serve God wholeheartedly. your communion with God is the most important of what we are discussing about. So, if we fixed our heart so much on money, money can be the root of all evils if we are not careful. Before we know it, we forget about God and we keep chasing wealth. Keep chasing wealth. So now, what about, it's like do good with your resources. God wants us to do good. Going about doing good with what he has given unto us. Some are giving money, they use it to oppress others. Before you know it, God taketh it away from them. And remember, the devil is like a roaring lion seeking for who to devour. If God notices that you're a child of God and God has given you enough money and you are not using it the way he wanted, it is the devil that will go and plead and tell God, yeah, he's not doing what you wanted him to do. See the way he's lavishing the money on ladies. See the way he's lavishing the money on earthly things. He has even forgotten about you. He'll be the one to report. It's the devil that will report. And God, just like he did to Job. And God told him, I trust Job. But what will God say to us in that regard? If the devil has gone to report, are we in alignment with God at that point? Can God tell the devil and say, oh, I've searched him, I trust him? That is where the difference between we and Job comes into play. What are we doing in our secret with what God has given to us? So we should always be mindful and say, okay, what if the devil had gone to report me? Will I be straight before God? So it's very important for us to, when we look at what God has given us and we are giving back to God, we also remember to give to the poor. It's a commandment. That if you look at Proverbs 21:13, it's very important. It's a very strict message. Proverbs 21:13. I didn't even think we take it when we're talking about giving to the poor. Proverbs 21:13. 21:13. Okay. Okay. 21:13. Of the poor. It's very simple. See what God says there. He will close his eyes unto the poor. Him himself will cry to him. God will not answer him. We've talked about where God says, whosoever giveth to the poor, lendeth unto him. That means when you give to the poor, you are sowing to God that God, I borrow you this money. That is what it means. He said, he who giveth to the poor, lendeth unto me. Now see what he's saying. That he who closes his eyes to the cry of the poor, God will also do what? He will back him. He will not listen to him. So it's a commandment. We did that on caring for the poor. The last time, remember, we talked extensively on so many biblical teaching where Jesus Christ said he will give it to, where he encouraged us, admonished us to give to the poor, giving alms. Where Peter and Paul did the same thing. We read so many accounts. So it's important we keep track of what God wants us to do with our money. He who is faithful with little will get more from him. Do good with, we've talked about do good with your resources. The rich oppressor will be judged. The rich oppressors will be judged. That means at times when we have the money and we don't use it to the good of the Lord, and we are oppressing others with it, we come to the church, we do flamboyant lifestyle, and we see those who are in need amidst us, and they come to us and we neglect them. The oppressors will be judged. That is what God says. That is the book of James also. The oppressors, James 5:1, the oppressors will be judged. The oppressors will be judged. So we've done this. I wouldn't know if we have any questions that is very important. Just one question. Just one question. Any question? Just one question. Okay. Just a recap.
I'm so sorry. Hallelujah. Please, you see, this topic that you just said is a very powerful one. Very, very powerful. I don't know if we are on. Are we on? Alright. Are we on live? This is very powerful. I think I will try to make sure, today's topic again. We want to preach it again. And I want everybody to learn because we are very few, but it's a very powerful. That we must understand this topic. It is not us alone. So I'm trying to find a way that all the church can benefit from it. So, but I will try to talk to Daddy. Maybe there will be a means that we can able to channel it to the church. More people can benefit. Because all what you just said now, 2-3 people will gain, and that's it. But how can we spread it? As I'm going back and forth, I'm listening to something else. So there's a passage I came here. I want to look where it's coming from. It's very powerful. So please, I'm looking at the time, but please, please, this is a very powerful. We can learn, and then these are the things that will help our path to the righteous path. There's nobody that's perfect. There's nobody that knows everything. There's nobody that is a man's man. No, we are here to learn every day until you go underground. That is when. So we have to learn because there are something that is coming out that everybody has to know that that faith and stretching and giving is very powerful. So Emma Benusimio. So it's a very, very powerful thing. So please, I want to find a way that we can able to this topic again and again. So these are things that even though it's for the rest of this month is enough. For the rest of this month, we go on this one.
Keep dealing on it. Thank you, sir.
We can get more and more and more.
Thank you so much, sir. So we'll retake this course next week. Whatever questions we have, let's suspend it next week. God bless you. Mommy,
Jehovah, Jésù Kristi, Michael mímọ́, ọba tó mọ gbogbo tó sì lè ṣe gbogbo. Adúpẹ́ o ṣé o bàbá, o tún wọn arọ́jọ́ ìláyà àtàlàfíà. Òjì adẹ́nà àgbégbé o ṣé o bàbá. Ṣọ̀sẹ̀ yìí náà lọ sí ayọ̀ fún wa. Ṣé lọ́sẹ̀ àánú, ṣé lọ́sẹ̀ bùkún, ṣé lọ́sẹ̀ oríire forí kankan wa. Màá ṣe aládàbọ̀ ẹ lórí wa lórúkọ Jésù lórúkọ ẹ̀jẹ̀ Jésù. Gbogbo ohun tí a gbọ́ náà lórúkọ Jésù bó ṣe ọ̀tún wọlé lórúkọ Jésù má jò gbòsì jáde bàbá. Olúwa mú ẹsẹ̀ wa náà, Olúwa mú dúró bàbá lórúkọ Jésù. Àwa mọ ọ̀rẹ́ à ń fẹ́ àgùntàn rere tó máa bá wa jọ́sìn, tí wọ́n máa gbọ́ gbogbo tí bàbá wa ń sọ fún wa lórúkọ Jésù lórúkọ ẹ̀jẹ̀ Olúwa pè wọ́n wọlé. Gbogbo àwọn chọ́ọ̀chì náà bàbá gbogbo lórí iṣẹ́ lórí gbogbo ẹ̀ Olúwa fi wọ́n lọ́kàn balẹ̀ bàbá. Kọ́ lè máa jèrè iṣẹ́ kọ́ máa jèrè ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ bàbá lórúkọ Jésù wá wà pẹ̀lú wa. Má ṣe èyí láṣemọ forí kankan wa ní orúkọ Jésù Kristi Olúwa wa. Àmín 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 lórúkọ Jésù. Hallelujah.